wait until we go live. We are live. What is up, guys? So, I am a little greedy sometimes, but it pays off. We're going to wait for a couple people to hop in the house, and while we wait, I'm just going to show off a few things that actually sold over the night, I suppose. It's Friday right now. It is April 21st, and first thing we have here is a lot of Game Gear games, which is, pretty cool. I put these on auction, actually, because these were all really low-price games. We have Ren and Stimpy, NBA Jam, Evander Holyfield's Boxing, some baseball game, and Sonic 2. And supposedly you would think Sonic would be a pretty valuable game. Maybe even NBA Jam, Ren and Stimpy. These are, odd titles, not just sports games, right? Well, the NBA Jam's a sports game, but these just aren't worth much. The Game Gear isn't a very valuable system. Now, there are rare games. There's always an exception, of course, for every system. There's always a couple rare games. But we're just going to take them, throw them in here. They were only selling for about $3 or so a piece, so it wasn't worth my time because shipping would have to be $2.60 each. So what I did was throw them in a lot for auction. I started the bidding at $9.99 for the 5 games and $3 shipping, so $13 total. And it's going to cost me $2.77 to ship these, which is nice. They're just over 5 to 6 ounces in this packaging right here. And they got one bid about a minute before they were about to end. I didn't think anybody was going to bid on them. Somebody bid on them, and they sold for $10 plus $3 shipping, so I'm happy about that. Another thing we have here, I've been selling these things like crazy. I found them at a local store. They were clearancing them off for $5. I ran my store on a 21% off sale, and I paid $5 each for these, and I had them listed at $16, but now the price went down to $12 and something cents. And they were selling pretty fast. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm only making about $1 or $2. I'm making like $2 after all fees. So I got to take these off sale. What am I doing? Because I sold about 4 of them and I only had 7 or 8 of them. So I took these off sale and threw them up to $15.95 again. That was the one item that was on sale, and they're still selling perfectly fine. So I did technically lose some money, but I didn't actually lose any money. So that's cool there. So I'm putting this in here because it's just over 4 ounces. Otherwise, if, let's say, it weighed in at 3.5 or 3.8, then I would be able to just stick it into a poly mailer, and it would go for $2.61. But because it weighs just over 4 ounces, I throw it into a little heavier bubble mailer for more protection, and it'll ship for $2.77. Now, I also sold a pair of pajama pants for $34.95, which they're Chicago Cubs. I actually picked up 2 pairs from a TJ Maxx when they were doing the yellow tag clearance. Now, these pajama pants I thought were going to sell a lot faster than they did. I just let it sit. They went for $35. Like I said, I cannot find them. They're in a bin over there somewhere. I'll show you guys what I have to deal with. I got all these bins over here now. They need to be a little more organized. Well, a lot more organized. But, we got bang, 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 bang. They're all filled with different stuff. They are slightly organized. So if we flip this camera around, you could see in this one right here, it's all Tommy Bahama. So everything in here. Oh, actually, besides that, this is just a Mickey Mouse surf shirt. It's very similar. And look at that. It's all Tommy Bahama stuff. So that's one place I know that will be. That as well is Tommy Bahama, but I also include Nat Nast and other Hawaiian style shirts. And then we look over there, that's all LL Bean. Down here is just long sleeve button-ups right there, or coats. That's a Patagonia right there. That's a Vineyard Vines sweater. And then we got, this is a mishmash of stuff. This is ties and stuffed animals in a mishmash. More button-ups, just a mishmash, and some sweaters and stuff. So I already checked this one, this one, this one, and this one, and the sweatpants aren't in any of those. So it leaves me with those 2. I'll check the LL Bean. I don't think it's in there. I have a thing full of stuffed animals down there that I might be in. This stuff I need to organize. And I have some hanging racks for some added storage, you know, like a little spider jacket, an Eagles jacket, which is actually really cool. It has a huge logo on the back. A DC winter coat, another spider, and then just some basic stuff. None of this stuff back there is listed yet because it's all kind of crap, but I need to list it. This stuff's all listed. Actually, this one's not. Look at that. It still has this little tag. I think I just hung it there for some reason. So, let me talk to you guys about being greedy, and I will answer. I see that I've been getting some questions coming in. I will answer the questions at the very end. So, if you do have anything, just, you know, I'll do all the shout-outs and everything. So, just leave stuff down below. Hey, sip of this water, seltzer. Throat, allergies, all those things. So, being greedy. I was out walking my dog this morning, and I got a message on an item that I was selling on eBay. Now, I just had listed it a couple days ago. It is this guy, right here. It is a Sony DVD VCR combo, brand new sealed. Now, I bought it brand new sealed from a flea market. I have this weird feeling inside when I buy things that are sealed if you can't see the item. So a box like this, you can't tell that it's in there. The bottom of the box had a crush in it, like it was split sort of. So I was like, okay, what if the person took this out? And I paid $12. The lady wanted 15. I said, would you take 12? She sees me going through my wallet, and she's like, how much money do you have? I'm like, well, I only have $14 on me. She's like, I'll take 14. I'm like, well, I gotta feel like I'm getting a deal. And I just handed her the 12, and she took it, and I walked away. So I got it for $12. So I guess that was being kind of greedy there, because I know how much they sell for. I don't care, though, because there was a chance that it wasn't in there. So I got home, and I took scissors, and I cut open the top of the box. I know that probably hurts. It does hurt the value, I suppose, but I'm better safe than sorry. So what I do is I always open these big boxes. I slit it open, I open it up. I just take you could tell just from looking in if it's new or not. Had the remote, everything is sealed. The box, it was never touched. The box hardly even opened. It was so stiff. So, I was like, all right, cool. I took a picture inside the box. I said, new open box. Put everything in the description why I did that. Now, I get a message. I had it listed for $400, which was the highest on eBay. I was supposed to have best offer on my listing, and I didn't. I guess I forgot to put it on. So somebody offers me in a message while I'm out walking my dog this morning, $300. And I'm like, you know what? That's pretty good. It's huge, as you can tell. It's quite large. Takes up a lot of space. I had it in my closet. I'm sure it would sell for $400 if I was the only one on eBay. You know, I'm sure it would have gone for a little bit more than what I took for it, but I'm still happy because sales have been slow, guys. Don't know about you, but sales have been slow for me. So I messaged the seller or the buyer back, and I said, if you could do $315 to cover shipping, I'll take it. I don't know why I was thinking that, because $300 is $300. You pay $12 for something, that's awesome. Saying $315, the person might not answer. They might be like, no, 300's my max, and just never respond again. I've had that happen lots of times when I just ask for a little bit more, being a little greedy. And I could use the money right now since sales are so slow, especially on Amazon. Sales are deadly slow on Amazon. Holy cow. But the person said yes. They paid. It's right here on the screen, $315, and they left me a little note saying, hi, please ship this in a box for protection. Of course I'm going to ship it in a box for protection. Why wouldn't I do that? But there are people out there that don't do that for some odd reason. So $315, I turned $12 into $315. I didn't know where the person lived. It looks like they live in Pennsylvania, which is awesome because I'm in Connecticut, and that is going to be cheaper to ship. I'm looking at it right here. Priority mail at 13 pounds will cost me $13.24 to ship. I do not believe this thing weighs 13 pounds. You know, it's pretty darn heavy. It might, but it might not. So I'll have to check it soon. I also have to find the Chicago Cubs pants. I also sold the Donald Trump tie that I sent to a wrong buyer. I'm waiting for that person to send it back to me so I can ship it to the correct guy, and then, oh man, it's such a pain. So I'm gonna have to give them both discounts because I screwed up. What are you gonna do? Now, I'm going to go through these comments real quick. So if you have anything you want to ask, anything you want to say, I'm gonna bang through them so fast. Got Cincinnati Picker in the house. What up, what up? Mario Yanez. Elon 5207. Brooke Barone. Finally a video. Yeah, I know, right? We got 32 people and only 4 likes. So if you guys want to give it that thumbs up, that would be freaking sweet. Thank you. Cincinnati Picker says Ren and Stimpy is a classic. Totally, I love that game for the Super Nintendo. It was amazing. NBA Jam is probably the only sports game that sells. It sells well, so you guys know. NBA Jam sells very well on the Super Nintendo. For the Game Gear, it sells well, but you're not going to make any money off of it. So I definitely recommend, and you know, I probably could have sent them into, sorry guys, that was a random phone call. I probably could have sent them into Amazon, and they could have sold for a little bit more, but it was worth it for me to get rid of them all at once because the ranks are very high on those sports titles. We have Frank Meyer in the house. What up? Good Used Goods saying good morning. Good morning, Good Used Goods. Brooke Barone says, what is my plan when you get full? Where will you keep inventory? I'm so full right now, my room's packed. I feel the same way. If you want to take a look what I'm talking about. See what's behind me? It's starting to creep up. Now, that's because I'm unorganized and a lot of stuff's not listed, which I'm working on right now. Obviously, I'm going to be up all day working, trying to get stuff listed. I've been banging out listings, about 10, trying to do 10 to 15 a day. Sorry guys, I drink that seltzer really fast and I keep wanting to hiccup and burp, and I'm trying really hard not to. But yeah, it's starting to get full in here. So my plan when this gets full, I do have a closet right here that goes deep. It needs to be cleared out. I still have boxes from when I moved here, just sitting in there filled with crap. Stuff I could probably sell on eBay actually. So I'm going to just list stuff, get rid of boxes, use the closets for storage, of course. Now I also have a basement and a storage shed. The storage shed gets a little damp because it's outside. So I would only put things in there that can withstand stuff like that. So no clothing, no books, nothing like that. I'm not 100% sure of the items I would put out there. I really don't know because I don't sell many items like wooden whatever or metal whatever. I don't sell so much of that. Now I do have a basement which is in pretty good shape down there, and I have shelves down there, so that could work. The only other thing would be if you get so full and you don't have a lot of space, you could rent out a storage unit, a small storage unit close to home. Now, I'm going to try not to get that packed. I don't want to have that many things to where I need to do that. I want to find my sweet spot where I start focusing, because when I picked up a lot of stuff when I first started, I was focusing on, $15-20. Cool, sounds good, right? You really want to keep those items because you need filler, but you want to focus on only picking up items that are going to sell for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Now, those you're not going to find all the time. I'd say I go to a thrift store and I find one of those items out of the 25 I could pick up, right? It's just not going to happen very often. And you have to branch out and do other items like sports coats and blazers and things like that, which I don't sell. They take up a lot of space for storage, and that's space I don't have, and I can't really fold them and stick them into bins. Other people have the space, so it works for them. I have this room. Now, I have more of a house, but that stuff will not go out there. I will not keep my inventory where I live, so to speak. I technically live in this room also. I'm always in here, but this is the office. This is where everything stays. That was a long-winded response. We got Heath Albritton saying, I started selling a week ago and have made $400, but then a guy wanted to return a $290 item and screwed me over. I hate that. I've had that happen so many times. It sucks. Blazing Beats 123 says, can you send that VCR to Amazon for FBA? Yes, I can. But I already sold it for $315, so that's good. Now with Amazon, I feel like it would have been harder to sell because I cannot sell it as new, where on eBay I can sell it as new other for open box. You could sell it as like new on Amazon, but somebody would actually have to click on used and scroll all the way through to the last page to see the high-priced ones. That's not going to happen as well as it would on eBay. So that's why I do eBay for those things. Cincinnati Picker, Death Piles. You participating in the Vaynerchuk thing? I like that name, Death Piles. It's pretty cool. I don't know what that Gary Vaynerchuk thing is. I think you're referring to the flip challenge. If that's what it is, I've been doing it for years, so no. Good Use Good says, Cincinnati Picker just cleaning some vintage chrome toasters. That's really cool, actually. Do those sell really well? I had no idea. Cincinnati Picker asks if this is my full-time job. Yes, full-time, 100%. Yes, it is. Mario Yanez says, do you have a steamer? I bought one from Walmart last night for $35, but I feel like I overpaid. I don't have a steamer. Probably should get one. You look at some of my pictures on my eBay, and holy cow, they are wrinkled. They don't look that nice. But I just haven't invested in one. I feel like it takes so much time to steam out each shirt. I personally don't use one. I don't know if $35 is overpaying, though. It doesn't seem like it is. Good Use Good says, that's why I like running a storage facility. Free storage for me, it's a huge help. That's a cool side business. Or if that's your full business, that's really cool. Jujasta says, good morning. I sold my first Macari item yesterday, but the shipping label has the wrong weight and date. That sucks. I don't do Mercari, so I'm really of no help. JSP Media saying, sales have been good down under, so he's from Australia. Sold about $1,000 worth in the last week or so. Hopefully it keeps up like this. Yeah, definitely. Mine have not been like that, sadly. It has been the complete opposite, actually. I'm lucky I have this $300 sale right now. But, to be honest, sales have been kind of, If I had a couple $300 sales a week, I'd be happy. What is the best way to package and ship a 20-inch fold-up bike? In a big box, man. I don't know, to be honest. I actually almost bought a 20-inch fold-up bike on eBay the other day. It was for like $119. So I don't know what you're selling it for because I see them new all the time on eBay with Schwinn or Shimano or whatever it's called, components. I see them all the time for about $120. So you're probably selling it for $80 unless yours is very expensive or specific. Sorry guys, I have really bad allergies right now. I'd put it in a big box, man. Bubble wrap the crap out of it so it doesn't pierce through the box. Use the big, thick bubbles. That's what I would do personally if I'm just to think off the top of my head. I would get those giant, thick bubbles. I'd wrap it a few times, throw it into a big box, maybe with packing peanuts. I don't know. And that's how I'd ship it. Cincinnati Picker says, you should get a warehouse, dude. Scale up. Don't want to scale up. Not like that anyways. Not yet. Not yet. Good Use Good says, yeah, I bet it is, but a warehouse would be nice. Picked up a Diana Magard says, picked up a huge Littlest Pet Shop lot this morning. So many tiny pieces. That's really awesome because I actually sold a Littlest Pet Shop set. I do auctions for these big lots usually. I think I threw it up, starting the auction at $49.99 with $12 shipping, and I think it sold for $75 with a bunch of Littlest Pet Shop figures. So those always do well. I wish there were garage sales here and tag sales here this weekend, but there's not because it's still cold in Connecticut. It's probably 45 outside right now. I see steamers at Goodwill quite often. So do I, Sue. Sue S says, Co4321, do you wash all my clothes for eBay? No, I do not. Deathpaw says, gotta go source. Catch you later. See you, man. Co4321, what are some good eBay to Amazon flips? Clothing. Oh, eBay to Amazon flips. Video games would be the only thing I could think of. I know you can pick up DVD players, VCRs, stuff like that on the cheap sometimes. Look for auctions ending really late at night for certain electronics, some obscure things, things that are ranked in the 100 to 300,000 rank for electronics on Amazon. Don't look for things ranked 1 to 1,000 because that stuff is all gonna be pretty equal price. Now, if you can find that stuff, awesome. But most of the time you can't. Sometimes cameras do really well also from eBay to Amazon. Denise says, eBay has been so dead this month. eBay has been very dead this month. For me. Michael Jordan says, good job saving that old lady's cart with rake and law. Saw that video yesterday. Oh yeah, man, that was a while ago. We need to do another meetup. Definitely. Jasper says, hope Have a good day, everyone. Bye. Hope your sales pick up. Thank you. See ya. And last comment is Pedisant. Sup, Jesse? I'm packing a Rock Band drum set for eBay. Dude, good luck, man. Good luck. That sucks. It honestly does suck. I don't sell drum sets. Do you know what I do for drum sets, guys? This is going to be my last tip, and then I'm signing out because I got to package these things up. It's almost 10 a.m. here, so I got to hurry up and get stuff shipped out. Rock Band drum sets, guys. Best advice you'll receive forever. This is what I do anyways. I sell the bass pedal by itself. There is a listing on Amazon for it. You can sell it for, I believe it's $20-ish. I'll actually look it up real quick for you while I explain what else I do. So yeah, first you could do the Rock Band bass pedal. Now, if it's an older model where it's plastic, I don't think you'll get as much. But if it is a newer model with the metal bass pedal, you will get a little bit more. So as I type in Rock Band bass pedal, the plastic ones go for $15.12. It looks $16 prime. That's just somebody undercutting. The lowest actual price is Amazon at $17.68 plus $112 tax. So you're looking at about $19. So that's not too bad. Of course, there's fees and things like that, but that's something I would do. That's for the plastic. Now for the metal ones, which I see all the time, these ones are obviously sell for more. These go for $29.17 is the lowest price, and then the next one is Amazon at about $32.10, something like that. So that is, if you see it in the thrift store, let's say there's a drum set for $5, right? I see that sometimes they price them up, but if it's $5, grab it because you're technically spending $5 for a $32 flip with just the bass pedal. Tip right there in itself. The next thing I do is I actually pop off each one of the pads. I know it might sound crazy, but they pop right off. People always need replacement pads because they get really wonky and denty and stuff like that. So if they're in good condition, pop them off. That's pretty much all you got to do. Just pop them off and create listings on eBay for them. That's how I was selling them. So, you sell a green one, a blue one, a yellow one, and a red one. And I was selling those consistently for between $16 and $18 a piece. They ship for about $3, so not too bad. You're looking at, let's say at the low end, $15. You're looking, after all fees and everything, you're going to make about $10 on each one. So that's $40 right there. So now you're at $32 for the bass pedal, $40 for the pads, and you could sell the bars and the feet stand and all that separately. I personally don't, because it costs a lot to ship bigger things like that. Even though they're lightweight, it's still over a pound, bigger box, it's going to cost a little bit more to ship. I actually just threw that stuff out. And that's it, guys. I mean, you're looking at making possibly, $50 to $75 on just these little parts that take up a small spot in a closet instead of storing this huge drum set. That's just how I did it. Gerson's in the house. What up, man? And what up, Scott Stringfellow? He says he loves me. I love you too, man. Good use good. Specialty Rock Band drum kits do well. I sold a full Beatles Rock Band drum set for $3.90. Yeah, I've actually sold a Beatles Rock Band set on Craigslist or OfferUp, one of those, a while ago, and that went for a lot of money. Wow, I never thought about parting out a Rock Band drum set. Yeah, man, I've been doing it for a couple years, actually. I haven't picked up a Rock Band drum set in a while, though, because it's just, it's huge, takes a lot of space in the car. It's a pain, so I just don't do it. Unless, if you could find one for $1 to $5, yeah, grab it. But most thrift stores around me charge $10 to $20. It's just the way it is. Pedisant says, yeah, I realized I could have made more selling the pedal separately, but it's alright. Live and learn. Yeah, man, it's honestly no problem at all. You already sold it. Be happy you made the money. And keep going, keep going. But I'm actually going to head out, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. I was a little greedy, like I said, but it paid out in the end. I sold this DVD player for $3.15, and I'm happy, man. It's probably going to cost me about $13 to ship. So I made $2 on the shipping. Shh.